can listen to that all day. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Season 6. My goodness me. Who'd have thought we'd get a renewal for Season 6? Welcome to Season 6. Yeah, I just managed to add in that code literally right then because I completely forgot to sort out the doots this evening because it is a doot reset at the beginning of the season. As I did promise, I just forgot to do the command to do the thing. So I literally added it just then, literally 2 minutes ago. And it seemed to work first time, which is always good. How I've simplified that as well, yeah, because the other buttons literally did nothing score count. They were there, intended to add functionality later on, and yet I've still not gotten around to it. So I've literally just removed those buttons because they don't do anything. I don't even think the exit button does anything here. So it's just literally the start new Twitch game button is the only one that does anything. But hey ho. Yes, welcome and all and that stuff. Basically, drop table is essentially what I did, but I won't go into the details. Subscriptions coming in though. Hello. Oh, thank you for that, Jack Wilfred. I'm glad I've been able to make your lockdown a little more bearable day by day. And Puzzle Dan, it's the National Lottery with 10 gifted subs, which is, what? Going there to Riswin, Plum Lyric, The Naked Grandma, Celia Ray, Cetra, Elise the Panda, Amy G. Izotley, Broken Buzzer, The Dutch Sensei. In space! My goodness me. And also we've got a follow from Melody Rainpod, and we also had a subscription earlier from Oni, 3 months resub, saying, eat my jazz dollars, Ashley, eat them. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the follow, Dutch Sensei. Thank you for the follow, Game Show Fanatic. Thank you for the follows, Messia Kaio, Atoma, Baron Ryder, and 1,000 bits from Luger as well. What the heck? Thank you for the 1,000 bits, Luger. I'm glad a lot of people have enjoyed that. It was very stressful on the night, not going to lie, behind the hosting screen. But if you've seen the sort of the workflow of the sort of stuff that I had on my monitors that evening, you'll know why it was so particularly stressful to run everything. But it all worked out in the end. And the only major issue that came up was something that would have worked anyway if I just let it play. It wasn't until David told me via DM that the puzzle actually had loaded in anyway. I just got completely blindsided by the raid happening, that I was only zeroed in on the fact that the puzzle didn't load in properly that one frame. And I was like, nope, the problem has to be solved now. Not going to look at anything else. Has to be solved now. Raid distracts me, whatever. And yeah, it could have just been resolved just by letting it run. And hey ho. Just a little bit, Matt. Thank you for the 250 bits. That is amazing as well. So yeah, it was a Herculean task, but it worked out in the end. I enjoyed it. I really need to get that up on YouTube at some point as well. Has it really been that long, Theory Again? Thank you for the 1 year resub. And a hype train has been instigated from that subscription as well. We're already on a level 3 hype train. Stop with the trains. Honestly, stop with the freaking trains. We had a train last stream, and now we've got another train here. All aboard. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Another 100 bits from Matt the Ref. Hype train, all aboard. And 100 bits from Theory of Game saying choo choo. Denture to go! Pretty much. I should probably do that at some point. I should play that. And Kate Prather with a 1069! Oh my god, Kate Prather with a 1069. Is it going to play a specific sound? It's going to play the 1,000 heartbeat sound, which is good enough, I suppose. And we've hit that level on the hype train. Had to put the 69 on the end there to make it nice. Thank you for the 1,069 bits there, K-Pro. They're great, appreciated. Thing is, it is now implemented. TimeShock is implemented, so it wouldn't be much of an asking to do it again in future. If I were to do it again in the future, I would have macros and hotkeys to do all the audio config in one go. Auto hotkey or something like that to the rescue, because it's a bit of a mess hooking all those audio routes up. But I know how it works now, and it should be easier to set up in future if I did do that. I'm not going to say it's going to happen right now. Maybe an end of year thing or something. Maybe we could do... Ooh. Maybe we wouldn't even have to do any of the finagling with the tech if we did that at Q&L. Q&L live version of TimeShock. There you go. That's a nice idea. It's an idea. I'm not going to say that it's going to be that, but it's a nice idea. So Q&L version of that. I mean, there's loads of things you can do in Q&L that you couldn't do realistically in the virtual space. So bring on the mob. I know, Matt. 100 bits. Thank you very much for that. I'm just sort of covering what happened with the last stream and also letting this hype train die down as well because it's ridiculous. Maybe Duel and TimeShock can rotate biannually. Maybe. I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing with Duel this year as well. I might be changing that up a bit for this year's incarnation. But again, we'll find out later on once I've actually thought about it a bit more. And another 100 bits from Random Zombie. Choo Choo Hype Train, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, so the sum result is TimeShock was good. I need to do YouTube highlights so that everyone can see its goodness. Q&L Quiz Night Live shapes. It's a long-running, well, I say long-running idea that I've wanted to have happen. Just things getting in the way all the time. So it's a plan of people get together in the real space and we do a stream or whatever, and people play along in the real space rather than virtually. But also, could be augmented with people playing from Twitch chat as well. Yeah, it was going to happen, and then COVID happened and things. So it's tentatively going to be planned at the end of this year, presuming everything still is good. But I know that situations have happened, things have happened, Brexit has happened, pandemic is still a thing. There's no guarantee that is going to end anytime soon. So it's still an ongoing plan idea, just nothing concrete happening about it. But if it does happen, I'll definitely let you all know about it, because I really want to make it happen. Just to see some of your faces in real life. Just to put an actual face rather than a virtual webcam face to a face to an avatar. So it doesn't impact visiting rights apart from making it slightly harder to get in, I suppose. But it's still as open a border as it used to be, essentially. So I think that's all I need to mention right now. Things and plans are happening. Relativity is hopefully going to happen next Friday, but again, that might get pushed if other things happen. So we do need to get this game underway. This is 1 versus 100. It is the very simple game of one player versus 100 mob players. And it's A, B, or C. Those are the only options you give throughout this entire game. A, B, or C. Unless, of course, you are the one where you get a few extra options for helps and or escapes. And it is going to be played for Dukes. We have reset the Duke count, so if you are new here, then this is the perfect time to start playing because you're all on a level playing field now. You can win up to 1 million Dukes as the one in the US game. You can win many millions of Dukes as the one in the Dutch game if you want to play down that route, but it is a significantly harder game to play. So, with that all having been said, let's get the lobby open if you like to play. FPPN is the room code. FPPN. And even if you don't want to be the one, which is fine, some people don't necessarily want to be the centre of attention on stream, they just might feel a bit scared off by that, just let me know in Twitch chat if you do get picked and we can roll again for someone else. You can still earn doots as the mob. Just answering questions correctly will get you doots, and more questions in a row that you get right will get you more doots. There is a streak bonus feature in this game. And at the end of a game, if the one gets eliminated, then the remaining mob members split whatever was still in the pot at the time. So if you're in the late game, like 500,000 doots on the line, the one gets eliminated, and there's only 3 of you left, then the 3 of you will split that 500,000 doots. And if it's Samster, we're re-rolling anyway. That's up to Samster's decision there. The hype train has left with quite a contribution. That is ridiculous support there. Thank you for all the support on that hype train there. And the prediction has also come in as well. Predicting with channel points, what are we predicting? Will the first... yes, the 75%. That is the prediction we're going for there. So 75% if the one can get that far into the game, depending on whatever routes they take. So as a quick explanation of the 2 different rule sets that we do have here that you can choose from. We have the US Season 2 rules, which is for every 10 mob members you eliminate, you go up the ladder by a step. Anything from 1,000 doots up to 1 million doots. Once you do have some money on the line, after each correct answer, you get to decide whether you want to take the money and get out of the game, or if you want to take on the mob for another question. That one also has 4 helps, which is Ask the Mob, Poll the Mob, Trust the Mob, and one we stole from Millionaire, which is Ask the Host, so you can ask me as well. However, if you want to play the risky game, then you can play the Dutch rules. So Ian Tegan 100, which is sort of the music you heard at the beginning of the stream as we were loading into 1 vs 100. It is that music. That one, you cannot walk away. You must go all the way to the end to take any of the doots. So, sounds quite difficult. It is. You do have 3 escapes though, each one taking a progressive amount off of your current bank. First one will take off 25% of your current bank, the second one 50%, the third one 75%. You also do have a doubler, so on any particular question, if you feel like there's going to be a lot of mob being eliminated, you can use your doubler, and each mob member will give you double their amount. And the amount that the amount that you earn on each correct answer in the Dutch game is based off of some number. I believe I've got 1 million as the divisor, as it were. So the numerator. 1 million divided by the number of remaining mob members left in, multiply that by the number that got eliminated on that question. So at the beginning, each mob member is worth 10,000, but as you get further and further into the game, they're going to be of increasing value. And if you play the game perfectly, which is 1 mob member eliminated per question, and use the doubler on the final one, is a ridiculous payout. But yeah, it's a very difficult route to do that. But you can get well over 6 million doots that way if you did play the really hard route. Yes, that's 1 vs 100, indeed. And there are some different mechanics in how the questions are picked between the 2. The US is it's a difficulty ramp up as you play through the game. The Dutch game, you get to pick easy or harder on some categories, or you get to pick this or that on some answers. That is basically how it all works. You think you understand it less now. So, if you've watched the UK version of 1 vs 100, the Dutch game is similar to that. Wavy hands, wavy hands. If you've not seen that and you've seen the US one, then obviously the US Season 2 rules should make most sense. And regardless of all that, you can just have some fun and pick one of the rule sets at random. Shadowbane in here. Thank you for the full team of 3 subs there, Shadowbane. That is immense support as well. Thank you for the continued support for this stream. We have 52 players in at the moment. That's pretty damn good. That's half an AI, half a human mob, which is pretty good going. Oh, by the way, there are AI players that fill in the remaining slots. The way that the AI answer is roughly based on everyone that answers on the question, so it sort of mirrors the human distribution of answers, even if you're eliminated. Oh yes, and reminder, if you are eliminated at any point in the game, you can continue to answer, and you'll get you some doots for answering the question, and also your answering as being eliminated will influence the AI's decisions. Okay, that is everything I need to talk about. Let's get this game underway. It is already 20 past. Let's pick our first one this evening. Well, that's something, isn't it? Ah, F1,000,003. It did pick. It did pick. It just picked someone without an avatar. I was worried a bit then. I was worried just a little bit then. No, that's welcome to the game. Hang on. Next play is... It says Samster, actually. Hang on. It is Samster. What is going on? What has happened? What has actually happened here? It says the next one to play is Samster. Although it says welcome to the game. Welcome to the game is because you've joined the lobby. So apparently it's Samster, although your avatar hasn't loaded. Huh. It did load the other avatars in though, didn't it? What's happened? App data. And then it said AB me too. What? Did it? No. That's welcome to the game. Welcome to the game is different. Welcome to the game is different. It said the next one to play is. The next one to play is the one it actually talks about. I was misreading it as well. Why did it not load your avatar, though? That's very interesting. Let's have a look at the output log. What's it doing? Oh. That's what it's doing. It's done the Twitch lib stupid. It's done the Twitch lib stupid thing already, apparently. Why has it done that? Apparently, this uses the older version of TwitchLib, so that's a thing. Well, it picked Samster, so I will guarantee that it does pick Samster next time round, so that it's fair. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to stop the build and run it again and hope it's happier this time. So let me try that again. Sorry, folks. Sorry for this. But yeah, that was a thing. So it's up. So please join the lobby again. It's a new room code, NVGL. So clearly I haven't updated the Twitch lib for this. Oh, it's an old game though. This is one of the oldest games I still run now, I suppose. The first one I did was just the Wonderwall build, and we don't use that anymore because we have winning lines, the full experience. So yeah, that's interesting. I need to make certain that Samster is the one to be picked. There we go. Samster is on the one preference list, so it should pick Samster on this pass round again. I'm just going to do this again. I'm going to find out what's happening here. Right, let's try and pick again. It's loaded the avatars this time. There we go. Here it comes. There it goes. The next to play is Samster. It's me. Let me do my sharing of things once again and clear ones. Cleared the one preference list. Hello, Samster. Welcome to the game. It's finally loaded your avatar. How are you doing? And I can't hear you because I have you muted on OBS. Try again.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Just doing all sorts of messing around here, apparently. And yeah, you've been picked first, which is yeah. Matt predicted it somehow. I don't know how that happened, but he did.
It seems to happen. I go through stages of getting picked for every game, and then I don't get picked for like 3 months. It's really weird how it works now.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you're very familiar with 1 versus 100. Have you? I can't remember off the top of my head. This is where I should have a proper leaderboard system like Ben does. You have reached the top prize before, right?
I believe so, yeah. I remember doing it during one of your charity streams. I think that was NL rules. But
Yeah, that will probably make sense. Yes. So Netherlands, and I know you've played the US rules as well. So it's pretty much a just whatever you feel like playing this time, rather than going with the other one, as it were.
yeah,
So which game tempts you more?
I feel like a bit of a wimp, but because it's the start of the season, I'd like to get some dupes on the board. So I think I'm gonna wuss out and go for the US rules.
You're just going to go for the US rules so that you've got that that escape button, as it were, to get out
Yeah.
and claim some dutes just in case. I think that makes
the
sense. That makes sense. I'm also, by the way, to those following along in what I was saying earlier in Discord, my Your Creations thing that I was posting, I'm experimenting tonight with 1 versus 100 to see if I can receive data from the game live on a special webpage. So I might be able to give extra information that I never used to be able to, because I have all of the active podium information in front of me. So actually, that's a point. Ask the host means I shouldn't be looking at this. So let me put that away for the time being if we are playing the US game, because I cannot look at the information if we're doing Ask the Host. Okay, are you ready to play, Samster?
Absolutely.
All right, let's play. Start game, invoice, US rules. It is 1 versus 100. And your first question, Samster, is... okay, we're going with this one. Hotel.
Okay.
Options are the 7th letter of the NATO phonetic alphabet, the 8th letter of the NATO alphabet, or the 6th letter of the NATO phonetic alphabet. More blocking your answers. Oh, we steered you wrong there. I was wondering, because it's the Looping One is the author of this one, and I believe it was Toadboy, the author of the one that appeared on the drop. So, this is a bait and switch. Well, what do you think here, Sapster?
I was waiting for everyone to start shouting "repeat" in the chat. I don't think I've actually played since you've had implemented Ask the Host, so I'm looking forward to maybe using that. But as far as I'm aware, I'm going to count this out because I don't want to go out for this question. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah, I'd like to go for B, the 8th letter of the alphabet, please.
Lock it in?
Yeah, lock it in.
Okay. You're believing hotel representing the letter H in our standard alphabet, and H being the 8th of that sequence. Are we off to a good start? We are off to a good start. There we go. Who got eliminated at this early stage? Connor, Puzzle Dan, Hodders, Freya, Synapse, Shapes? Goodness me! I know it's difficult as the mob because you only have a few seconds to think, but I did not expect so many of the human players to get that one wrong. Plus a couple of AI as well, brings a total of 9 eliminated. And only 1 away from getting any dutes. But you're not there yet, so you're still sitting on 0. So we have to go to another question. And is the frame rate okay? No, encoding is overloaded, so the frame rate is still dropping. I need to figure out why that is, even though I have simplified this even more than it was the last time we played this. Right, so we're going to keep going. Question number 2. Oh my god, I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk 3 times in a row. If I always turn clockwise in 90-degree increments and I was originally facing north, which direction am I facing now? Is it west, east, or south? More blocking your answers. I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk 3 times in a row. If I always turn clockwise in 90-degree increments and I was originally facing north, which direction am I facing now? How the hell did I read all of that in that amount of time? Mob is locked in. So... do you know what the question is sort of referencing, even though you don't need to know it?
I'm always down for a Right Said Fred reference. So, if you start north, 90 takes you to east, another 90 to south, so 90 should be to west. And I guess we're going west, which is Pet Shop Boys, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll go with A, west, please.
Lock it in?
Yeah, lock it in. Thanks, Paul.
All right. I'm actually going to have a look at my podium screen to see what there is information-wise. Oh, I can see so much information. Is the answer A, west? It is. Very well played. Who got eliminated? Oh, Naked Grandma, Can't Quiz, Won't Quiz, Mr. Quizworthy, Drahuska, and the Game Show Fanatic, alongside AI number 31. We have 85 players remaining. I can also reveal on that particular question that Ape was the first to lock in, and then it was Clive, and then it was Matt the Ref. I have timing information.
Love it.
Love it. It's actually working. Right, 85 players left means we are now in the money. You have 1,000 doots potentially to claim here, Sapster, but that's if you want to bail. What do you want to do? Do you want to take the 1,000 doots, or you want to keep going?
Marb, please.
Go for the marb, all right. We continue on. And your next question is... Hacky sack is a generic trademark name for what small toy? Is it a foot bag? Is it a hand egg? Or is it a butt log? Mob, lock in your answers, please. Hacky sack is a generic trademark name for what small toy? Is it a foot bag? Is it a hand egg? Or is it a butt log? Sure. Alright, mob is in. And don't forget, out there in the mob, even if you're eliminated, you can continue to answer to get yourself some doots. Samster, where do we think? What do we think of this one?
A hand egg, I believe, is in American football. A butt log, I really hope it's not that. So, by process of elimination, I guess it's a foot bag. So, A, lock it in, please.
Lock it in? Alright.
Yeah.
Speaking of butt logs, we will be taking a break soon. Well, we've just started, K Prather, so not really. Is the answer A, foot bag? It is indeed, yes. We keep going. Who you got knocked out on that question? Plum Lyric and AI number 90 were the only two to fall there. Clive was the first answer, then it was Riswin, and then it was Cycle Space, all within about a second of each other on that particular response. The sum total in your bank is still 1,000. So what do you want to do here, Samster? Money or mob on 1,000 doots?
Let's keep rolling, mob, please.
Keep rolling. And your next question then is, based on its name, which dinosaur least likely stole things with shells? Is it an oviraptor? Is it a conchoraptor? Or is it a Bambi raptor? Mob, lock in your answers, please. Based on its name, which dinosaur least likely stole things with shells? Is it an oviraptor? Is it a conchoraptor? Or is it a Bambi raptor? Mob is in. Where are you going with this one, Samson? What's your thoughts?
Well, I mean, conch is a shell, so I'd like to rule out conchoraptor. Oviraptor, ovi is eggs, so I'm assuming that's also to do with shells.
I'm just seeing what does this answer. Oh, that's a good one. D, Egoraptor.
I've not heard of a Bambi raptor, but I kind of... I don't know, I'm feeling like this could be a trap. Can I poll the mob, please?
You can indeed, yes. What option would you like to poll for?
I'd like to poll it on C, please.
You want to poll on C? Alright, first help being used. We're going to look at the remaining mob members. How many of them went with C, Bambi Raptor? 64 of them. 64 of the 83. So we're looking about, 75%-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe a little more than that.
Yeah.
So a good majority, I'd say. Human players that didn't go for it. We've got Anasep. We have Serial Quizzer, Matt the Ref, Brig. Procyon has gone differently. Interesting. And Riswin as well at the bottom there. And also F1,000,003 over on the right-hand side, I believe. And Cetra, of course. The human players that didn't, and Maple the Ammonite. I'm just spotting more people that I did not call out. Those are human players that did not go for it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they went for the right answer or the wrong answer. So, what do you think of that?
I'm still not 100% sure, but Bambi Raptor was my instinct because I think the two probably did. So I'll go with the audience and I'll go C, please.
Lock it in?
Yeah, lock it in.
Okay. Now, my super screen does not tell me what the answer is ahead of time. It just tells me what people have locked in. So, computer, please reveal. Is C. Bambiraptor the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Very well played, going with the majority there. So we'll be saying goodbye to everyone else that was not highlighted earlier. Serial Quizzer, F1,000,003, Cetra, Procyon, Brig, Anacep, Cyclespace, Matt the Ref, Riswin, Maple Yamanote, and 9AI. Brings you to 1 versus 64. And just like that, you have decatupled your doots from 1,000 to 10,000 doots. That could be a nice amount of money to walk out on here, Samster. What do you think?
It could, but I've still got 3 helps left, so,
So, based off of that, are you going for the mob again?
Yeah, I'll keep going with the mob. I want to get to at least 50.
Alright, we'll keep going then. Your next question. Hashtag LLAP trended worldwide on Twitter following the death of a prominent actor in what sci-fi franchise in February of 2015? Was it Star Wars, Star Trek, or Doctor Who? Mob, please lock in your answers. Hashtag LLAP trended worldwide on Twitter following the death of a prominent actor in what sci-fi franchise in February of 2015? Mob is in. What do you think here, Samster?
So, LLAP, I guess it could stand for Live Long and Prosper, which would be Leonard Nimoy from Star Trek, and I think I remember him passing away around that time. So, I will go with Star Trek, please.
Lock it in?
Yeah, lock it in.
Seem pretty confident. Is the answer B, Star Trek? But indeed, live long and prosper, as you say. That is what LLAP stands for. Big Man Aaron and AI number 38, the only 2 to fall on that question. You are still at 10,000 doots, 2 away from the next level up, which is 25,000 doots. What do you like to do now? Gonna continue on?
Keep on going.
Mob?
Please.
All right.
Yeah.
We shall continue on. And your next question. Magic the Gathering used to have a mechanic where players would put a random card from their deck on the line before a match. What was this mechanic called? Is it anti-collateral or buy-in? Mob, please lock in your answers. Magic the Gathering, MTG, used to have a mechanic where players would put a random card from their deck on the line before a match. What was this mechanic called? The mob is in. You ever play Magic the Gathering, Samster?
I can't say that I have. I really don't have a clue. They all sound pretty feasible. I'm just wondering which help I should use. I don't know whether you've played much. I suppose you can't really tell me until I ask or not.
I have to remain completely impartial until you instigate in such a way.
I'm just going to hope that the majority of the mob got it right. I'm going to trust the mob, please.
You want to trust the mob?
Yes. I might regret this, but yes. Lock it in.
Okay. We are locked in to trust the mob, which will lock you into the human player's most popular answer. For what it's worth, Samster, it's a good thing you didn't go for me because I'd have no clue.
Okay, that makes me feel a bit better.
Of any sort of trading card game or card game therein that I know at least a little bit of, it would be Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic the Gathering, I have zero knowledge on. Let's hope the mob do, though. We are locked into their most popular answer. What is that answer?
No pressure for the mob.
They have locked you in on A and T. Is that the correct answer?
I didn't think it was buy-in, so I'm fairly happy with that.
It is anti, and you have to thank the mob for that.
Thank you, mob.
Who got eliminated, though? Milk like Clive, Ape and Abe Me, as well as 4 AI getting knocked out there. but the remainder are still in. You are now up to the next level, 25,000 doots, and you are 4 away from the halfway point where we changed the rules up, and you'll be able to see a sneak peek of the question text before making a decision. We're not there yet, though, so you're going to have to make this decision blind. Do you want to take that 25,000 doots right now, or do you want to take on the mob?
I really thought that Moore would get that one wrong, but I want to, like I said, I want to at least get to the stage where I'm seeing previews, so I'll take the mob, please.
Taking on the mob, we keep going. There might have just been a punch from quite a few of them, and that one just seemed the most plausible. Let's keep going. Which of these words does not represent one of the 2 T's in AT&T? Is it telecommunications? Is it telegraph? Or is it telephone? Mob, lock in your answers, please. Which of these words does not represent one of the 2's in AT and T? Is it telecommunications? Is it telegraph? Or is it telephone? Mob is in. Samster, what's your thoughts?
Okay, I'm more happy with this one. It's one of them things where you just sort of learn it because it's trivia. I think it's American telegraph and telephone, or maybe the other way around. I don't think telecommunications is in there because it's such a long word. Yeah, lock it in, please.
Seem pretty confident.
Yeah.
I presume it's just one of those quiz nuggets?
Yeah.
Let's find out. Is the answer A, telecommunications? Absolutely right. Yeah, I forget the exact order, but you're right, telegraph and telephone are in there. Itogi's wrong, Theory of Game is wrong, Klazor, Westernator, now cut that out, Jack Wilfred, Dutch Sensei, Catnip, Kendallite, Colo, Score, and 9AI getting knocked out there for a total of 20 mob members eliminated. Brings you past the halfway point, brings you up to 75,000 doots now, and you're 4 away from making it a 6-figure sum in your bank. Did you think that so many would get knocked out on that one in comparison to the Magic the Gathering question?
I would have thought the Magic the Gathering would have knocked more out than that. No, but I'm happy because that's not what I expected to happen at all. Yeah.
Well, we currently have 34 players left in. Let's go to the decision point, which is actually a sneak peek to start with. So let's have a look at your question before you make your mind up. Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, praised which 1990s cartoon because it took the heat off Bart for being responsible for Western civilization's downfall? That's a hell of a question, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
What do you want to do here, Samster? Do you want to play on against the mob, or do you want to take that 75,000 doots?
I can't turn down a sensitive question. I'm going to have to keep playing on, I think.
Taking on the mob?
Yes, please.
All right, we're going to continue on. Still have 2 helps as well. So we've seen that question text. What are the answers we're looking for here? Options are Beavis and Butthead, Duckman, and Ren and Stimpy. Mob, lock in your answers, please. Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, praised which 90s cartoon because it took the heat off Bart for being responsible for Western civilization's downfall? Is it Beavis and Butthead, Duckman, or Ren and Stimpy? Mob is in. Samster, thoughts?
Now, these aren't necessarily the options that I expected to come up. I'm trying to think if I've got any logic here. Take the heat off Bart for being responsible. I'm kind of wondering if that sort of means going towards still human characters, which would imply Beavis and Butthead, Ren and Stimpy, obviously animals, and I've never actually heard of Duckman. My gut says Beavis and Butthead, but
Do you have Ask the Mob, and you do also have Ask the Host?
I don't want to ask the host because it just kind of feels like a niche quote that you'd only be educated guessing like I am, really. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go Beavis and Butthead.
Lock it in, eh?
Yeah, go on. Let's do it.
Very bold. I hope for you it is the right answer. Otherwise, the remaining mob members after this question will split your 75,000 doots at risk. Is Beavis and Butthead the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Very well punted. And to answer your question, Potter Dan, I wouldn't have known it, but I would have gone with Beavis and Butthead as a sort of... It just felt like that kind of cartoon that would... Because, it's like, they're human characters as well, whereas Ren and Stimpy are just so... They're just so off the wall that... Yeah, it's not really... They're not really human characters, even if they have sort of human traits to them.
That was basically my thought. I kind of expected something like South Park or Family Guy to come up, so I think I was lucky with the options that did come up there.
Indeed. Really. Well, you knocked out 4. Dogfish, Lugaroo, and 2 AI, which is just enough to get you up to 6-figure territory. You're now on 100,000 doots. And 30 mob members away from taking the full million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 of the remaining 30 are human players.
Basically half, yeah.
You've got about half each in distribution here. But before you make your mind up, let's have a look at your next question that you could potentially be facing. If Richard Osman was joined by all the Osmond siblings on an episode of Pointless, how many Pointless friends would Alexander Armstrong have? Christ. My God. What do you want to do here, Samster? Do you want to walk away with that 100,000 doots and put you in an early doot lead? Or do you want to take on the mob?
I've got my ass the mob, so I can narrow it down to 50-50, and then maybe have a one. So I'll take the mob, please.
Taking on the mob. Good luck. There is the question again. Courtesy of Caffeine Boost, your options are 8, 10, or 9. Mob, please lock in your answers. If Richard Osman was joined by all of the Osmond siblings on an episode of Pointless, how many Pointless friends would Alexander Armstrong have? Is it 8, 10, or 9? Mob is in. Samster, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking those numbers are all a lot higher than I expected. I was thinking around 6. Yeah, before I do anything else, I'm going to ask the mob and narrow it down to 50-50.
Okay, that's fair enough. So let's ask the mob. This will pick 2 mob members out pseudo-randomly. One will have given the right answer, one will have given an incorrect answer. It won't say which is right and which is wrong, but it will say which option they did go for, and as you say, by process of elimination, it will knock one of the answers out as a complete falsehood. Let's find out which 2 mob members are we picking. We have Topper One Gaming, we have Car the 7th. Topper went with C, 9. Car went with B, 10. So A, 8, the smallest of those options, is actually a wrong answer. We're looking at the 2 highest values left. So, Car, Topper One Gaming, you can give your reasons why you gave those options. You do not have to be truthful in what you say, but you can give your reason. Topper One Gaming says, it was the first button that I finger pressed.
Fantastic.
So, his first thing he pressed was C, and Car 7th, well, I'm not totally sure, so I plumped for the middle answer, B equals 10. So the first thing they pressed was C, and down the middle for B, 10. Does that help you in any way, Hamster? Apart from obviously...
Actually, no one knows.
Well, we now know it's definitely not A.
Yeah,
that's so much we can draw a conclusion to.
I just feel like it can't be 10, surely. It's too perfect a number, and that's so many kids. Again, I don't think asking the host would help, if I'm honest. I can't imagine you're a big fan of the Osmonds. I mean, I could be wrong. You could surprise me. but I'd like to potentially save it if I'm going any further. Let's try 9. Just, why not?
Lock it in.
Yeah, see, Atlanta. Different
Let's
game
go
show.
for it then. Yeah, I know. I'll accept that catchphrase for once. Is the answer C9? No, it is B10. So that'll be 9 Osmonds plus Richard Osmond will make it 10.
Oh, I didn't consider that.
You didn't read the question quite clearly. Would you look at that?
Wow.
The one it picked was the only one to get it right.
That's crazy.
Car
I should have taken
7th.
the dudes.
You claim all of Samster's doots there, and that's an early payout for you. And because you are the sole survivor, you will also get preferential pick here in a moment as the next one to add even more to that total. Wow. Yes, 10 there would have been Richard Osman plus 9 other Osmonds to make it the even 10. Probably the trick that Ape was talking about in the chat. It is a very subtle part of the question, but it is a critical part.
I felt like it makes a difference, like I knew anyway how many siblings there were. I didn't. It's just, just a guess.
Well, just like that, Samster, you played well, but unfortunately you fell foul of the Osmonds, and you are dootless, I suppose. Although you have been earning some doots just by giving some correct answers here anyway. I hope you have fun.
I did, absolutely. And before I go, would you have guessed 10 or 9? Or just no idea?
I would have been... Well, if you hadn't done Ask Mob before, I would have plumped 8 because I did not realise there were that many. That would have been 7 plus a Richard Osman, which kind of would be all right, I suppose. But no, would not have gone anywhere as high as 10. So
that makes it feel better.
I'd be no help on that one. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for playing, Samster, and we'll catch you later.
Cheers. Good night.
Right, see you later. So just like that, one falling to the final question there. Only AI number 40 and Car 7th remaining. So Car there ending with that game on a streak of 9. Everyone else is resetting. Did anyone else get that right outside of the remaining players? Yes. Plum Lyric in the eliminated players was in fact the only other player that I can see. No, sorry, and Colo. Sorry, I just see another one. So Colo and Plum Lyric, I can see that their streak has not been broken on that question. So out of everyone that answered that question, eliminated or otherwise, there were only 3 people that got it right. Just 3 people. Well, so this is helpful for my new stats thing. I can see all this information. I can get to see what people have answered, even if you've been eliminated as well. Goodness me. Right, well, we're going to start afresh. And because Car is the only one still standing, they're going to have preferential treatment here. So in theory, if it works correctly... our next player will be... Car the 7th! What a surprise! Car the 7th, get yourself in here. You are our next one this evening. I really need to get a new CPU at this point. Probably a new motherboard as well, because the stream is just lagging like hell with this game. It just can't deal with all of the graphical goodness, apparently. Welcome to the game, Car. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
You're doing well. Did you think you'd win that game?
No.
No. You were one of just 3 people in the entire mob, eliminated otherwise, that got that right. But that has earned you the right here to get you into the one hot seat, and already also given you 100,000 doots from Samster's bank earlier as well. So you're already doot leader. Oh, apparently Car has 51,260. How did it divide that then? That's interesting. Oh, 50k. It's divided it into 2 somehow. 2 mob members left, so it divided it for the AI as well. I forgot it does that. It does count the AI as well, so you actually got 50,000 doots out of that. Car, how far do you think you're going to get through this game?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. Well, I'll just have to see when I come to it.
Absolutely. Obviously, first question is, what version of the game do you want to play?
I think I'm kind of torn. I'm so torn.
Well, yeah, that's the decision. It's either you go the slightly easier route for a top prize of $1 million, or you go the harder route and potentially earn 6 or more million if you play it perfectly.
Yeah. I already done Dutch rules and already won Dutch rules. I've won something in America, but I haven't won the whole thing in America.
All right. Well, I'd say that you go for the top prize in the US rules then.
And I'm going to go for the US version.
All right. So we're going to play the US game again. Good luck to your car. We start at the bottom again, and it is World Festival 100. Your first question. I made a terrible mistake 4 years ago, and I've just made another terrible mistake by giving him an 8-count box of Crayola crayons. Which of these colours will I not find scribbling on the living room walls? Is it chartreuse, red, or violet? Clive, what is with you in these long questions? I made a terrible mistake 4 years ago, and I've just made another terrible mistake by giving him an 8-count box of Crayola crayons. Which of these colours will I not found scribbled on the living room walls? Mob is locked in. What do we think here, Car?
Trying to think what would be in your N8 box. N8 box kind of colour.
This isn't deal or no deal 8 box.
Yeah. Sorry, the 8 count box of Crayola crayons. I think it would just be basic colours. Therefore, something more obscure like chartreuse wouldn't make any sense. Therefore, I'm leaning towards chartreuse. I think that I'm going to go for a chartreuse.
Locked in?
Yes, please.
All right. Thinking that the 8 box will have just very basic primary and secondary colours. Chartreuse probably not one of them. Is the answer A, chartreuse? That it is, and we are off.
Wait.
Who got that one wrong? Car quiz, word quiz, random zombie, serial quizzer, wrist win, G Isons, Puzzle Dan, Catnip, Hodders, Ben's J, and Freya all getting that one wrong. Can reveal only 3 people actually got that wrong, including the AI. The others did not answer. I can see that information. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 did not answer. 3 did, but got it wrong. So I can actually tell you that information now as well. That doesn't add up because he got 11. 8 and 3. 8 and 3. I miscounted. 8 and 3. Well, you're through the first barrier already, up to 1,000 dutes. So, what do you want to do, Car? Do you want to take those 1,000 dutes? Easy money? Or do you want to play on against the mob?
I'll take on the mob.
You're going to take on the mob. Let's keep going. Your second question, Car, is... Which of these is a verb related to pouring liquid? Is it sumal? Is it decant? Or is it Bob Vic? Ape! That's genius! Which of these is a verb related to pouring liquid? Is it sumel? Is it decant? Or is it Bob Vic? That is just... freaking genius, Ape. How the hell do you do it? Car.
I see what he did. I see what Ape did there. Mel and Sue, Ant and Deck, and Vic and Bob, the comedian duo, the comic duos. As for the answer, I'm basically sure it's decant, as in you can have a decanter, which you can use to have liquids which you pour out of. Though to decant is the verb to pour liquid. B.
Want to lock it in?
Yes, please.
All right. Is the answer B, decant, or should I say decant? That it is. Yes, they're famous pairs. So Sue and Mel, Ant and Deck the other way round, and Bob and Vic. Or Vic and Bob, however you want to say it. Only Mr. Quizworthing and Looping 1 getting that one wrong. You are still on the 1,000 barrier at the moment here, Car, but you get to remake the decision. Do you want to take the 1,000 loots, or you want to continue on against the mob?
Mob, please.
Let's keep going. And your third question. Which of these songs is certified Diamante by the RIAA? Is it Sukiyaki 1963? Is it Despacito 2017? Or is it Dominique 1963? Mob, please lock in your answers. Which of these songs is certified Diamante by the RIAA? Is it A, Sukiyaki 1963? Is it B, Despacito 2017? Or is it C, Dominique 1963? Mob is locked in. What do you think this means, Car?
Well, I've heard of Suyek. I think Suyek is like the one that they do more memes around, where they do someone's face on top of it. And that's that one, but from Japan. But I guess Diamante is some kind of full like diamond, like a diamond album, or like diamond album. But I'm not really sure. But I think I'm going to go for. Because I'm not really sure what to pick from, so I'm going to just go for Trust the Mob, because I think they are knowledgeable a lot in this kind of thing.
Confirm you want to trust the mob?
Yes, please.
Okay. We are locked into the mob's most popular answer. Just out of curiosity, what do you think they've locked in for you here, Car?
I would suspect it could, thinking because that's an odd date, it could be Despacito. If I had to guess, but I'm not sure. Despacito, or how you want to pronounce it.
I think it's Despacito. I think it is.
Despacito. Yeah, so B, possibly, but that would be me guessing. As for what the mob picked, I don't know.
Alright, let's find out. What did the mob pick for you? They have indeed gone with B, Despacito 2017. Alexa, is Despacito the correct answer? It is, yes. Who got that one wrong? Plum Lyric, Lugaroo, AJ, Brig, Drahuska, and 2AI getting that one wrong. Yeah, Diamante is just the Spanish for diamond. That's your hint because Despacito being Spanish language, Latin song. That is where your in would have been on that question, presumably. Brings you up to 5,000 doots. You have quintupled your doots. Your next level up will be 10 away. So, what do you want to do now, Car? Do you want to take the 5,000 or do you want to play against the mob?
Let's take on the mob.
Taking on the mob, alright. So we keep going. Next question. Led by Trent Reznor, which industrial rock band had hits in the 90s with Wish, Closer and Burn? Is it 10mm hex socket countersunk screws? Is it 9-inch nails? Or is it zinc-plated coach bolts? Colo. Colo. More genius writing again. Okay, mob is locked in. What do we think here, Car?
More music, but fortunately I have heard of one of these bands. And I'm going to say B, 9-inch nails.
Lock it in? Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't want to go with the 10mm hex socket countersunk screw then?
I don't think it, rolls off the tongue as well.
Be interesting if someone forms a band named as such after this, but maybe a tribute act to 9-inch nails could be called 10mm hex socket countersunk screws. But the answer we're looking for is indeed 9-inch nails.
9-inch nails.
And surprisingly, everyone got that one right. So we continue to another money or mob question. Do you want to take the 5,000 or do you want to play against the mob?
Mob, please.
Okay, we keep going. And your next question, Car, is What could Ernest Hemingway have titled one of his greatest novels if he wanted to irritate grammar pedants everywhere? Is it As I Lie Dying? Is it Who the Bell Tolls For? Or is it Their Eyes We're Watching God? Mob, please lock in your answers. What could Ernest Hemingway have titled one of his greatest novels if he wanted to irritate grammar pedants everywhere? Is it As I Lie Dying? Is it Who the Bell Tolls For? Or is it Their Eyes We're Watching God? Mob is in. Car, what's your thoughts?
I'm trying to look at the actual titles. And that's what I'm trying to work what the question's actually fundamentally asking. Because they all is it asking for which one is grammatically wrong? Or which one actually is grammatically correct, but has an alternative grammatical answer? So I'm not...
Sorry if you're feeling a bit triggered there, Foggy. I can't do much about the questions that appear because they have been proofed. Thank you very much, question proofers, by the way, for going through these. And thank you, community as well, at large, for writing all these questions that appear in these shows as well.
It's one of the things. Because if I'm thinking the titles are, it's As I Lay Dying, Whom the Bells, or For Whom the Bell Tolls, and Their Eyes Were Watching God. I am actually a little bit confused. And this is why you wanted that clock version.
just a tad, yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
You do have 3 helps still. You can ask the mob, you can poll the mob, and you can ask me.
Oh yeah, I will ask you.
You're gonna ask me?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what I think. Now, if I was answering this as the mob, I think the one I'd instantly jump to is B, Who the Bell Tolls For, because that should be For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Yes.
But I think Who the Bell Tolls For is still sort of grammatically correct that way round. It still feels like it could be an acceptable parsing with the words in that order. You wouldn't say For Who the Bell Tolls, you'd have to have whom there. But because 4 is on the end, it still feels parsable. Similarly, As I Lie Dying, it seems parsable. Like that, even though it might not be exactly the right one, it still feels like it could be naturally okay. The one that feels really awkward, and it felt awkward to me reading it out aloud, was Their Eyes We're Watching God. I can't really figure that one out properly. I can't figure out which way round that should be.
I think it would be Their, T-H-E-I-R, and We're, W-E-R-E, so there wouldn't be any apostrophes, because it'd be They Are Eyes, We Are Watching God.
So Their possessive eyes were watching God.
No, we are watching. Yeah, then there'd be a comma somewhere. It'd be they are eyes, and then be like a break, like a comma or semicolon. We are watching God.
We are watching God. Right. Okay.
Yeah, because it's we were in that form. We are.
Well, if it is a change of complete meaning, then swapping there for there with an apostrophe feels the most egregious out of these, although we are talking about grammar pedants where they are looking for the most menial things to complain about. So like I say, on the initial read I would have gone B, Who the Bell Tolls For, because it just screams out as a potential answer, but on parsing them a bit closer I'd probably lean C, to be honest. I don't feel particularly confident on it though. It still feels a bit but if I were to go for an answer after a bit more thought, I would say C, That is my final answer.
Okay. I think, helping me win it with you. I can also see why C, because again, there should be some kind of something to break up the sentence for C, which isn't required for A or B, which might get the grammar panda moaning. So I'm gonna calculate a guess at C. Lock in C, please.
You said the keywords lock in. Oh, I hope this is right. This is my first guess. My first Ask the Host of the season. Am I going to be starting on a good 100% record? Or am I going to be starting on a 0%? Let's find out. It's going to be the result of the prediction as well, from the sounds of things. Is the answer C? Their eyes we're watching God. I really don't know. Computer, please reveal the answer. Oh, I should have gone with my gut. I should have gone with my gut. It's the author. Oh, we were so blinded by the grammar, we didn't think about the freaking author, did we? Oh, well, there you go. Well done, question writer. Well done, Kay Prather, for that, because you completely duped me as well. And I unfortunately brought Car along with me for the ride.
Oh, well.
So we're starting season 6 on a 0%, but there you go. You can only go up from here. Sorry, Car, for that. But you leave empty-handed on this game. But at least you earned your 50,000 dupes from Samster in the previous game, so it's still fine. Yeah. It's still fine. Yeah. Hope you had fun. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was fine. Yeah. Cool. All right.
And whoever the next 20, 30 odd people hope have better luck than I did.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, thank you very much for playing, and we will catch you later, Car.
Yeah.
There we go. So, yeah, thank you, Kay Prather, for completely duping me, and I completely did not read the second part of the question properly, did I? It would have been an absolute slam dunk if I realised that. Although, that said, I'm not too hot on authors and works, so even with it completely spelled out that we're looking for that, I might not still have gotten it. So, hey-ho. It is what it is. I'm not completely infallible, so I do get things wrong every now and then, and that one was a surefire. I got it wrong. That said, I did say at the front that if I was going to go for a gut response, it would have been B, so I'm quite sort of covering myself with that, I suppose. Well, we end that game. How many players are still in? Quite a few. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 human players still standing at the end of that question. So you got yourself a 1 in 24 chance of being picked. Well, 1 in 23 specifically, because Samster got picked earlier. So it's a 1 in 23 from the remaining players that are still in that could be picked to be the next one. Who? Oh, no, wait, hang on. There's still more. There's an AI in the mix. 4, 5, 6, 7, 28. Sorry, 28 players. There's an AI in the mix on my list that broke up the list. So 28. So 1 in 28 chance. Let's find out who's going to be the next one this evening. Do you have the guts? Who's it going to be? It is going to be Kay Prather, the author of said question. Yes! Absolute justice there. Justice delicious. Question writer from that previous question gets to be the one this time round. Oh, well, there you go. That's definitely some justice there. Get yourself in the green room, Kay Prather. I think you're already there. Get yourself sound checked and we can get you into the game. You don't have to do it in the voice. You can do it by chat as well if you want to. But you are here. Hello, Kay Prather. How are you doing?
Hello. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. And yeah, thanks for that question.
I feel bad about it. I thought it was just going to... Don't
feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it at all. It completely got me. That was the whole point of writing the question like that in a verbose nature. It is supposed to dupe people by misreading the question.
It took a while for me to think of 3 or 4 different titles that I could botch like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, welcome to the game, Kay Prather. Is this your first time being in the one seat?
It's my first time being on Discord with you. I've played the game once before.
Ah, that makes sense. All right. Well, so you're at least familiar with how everything works. Which game would you like to play here, K-Brother?
I originally said that no matter what, I would do the Dutch version, but I think, like somebody said earlier, I think it was Samster, I want to try and get some dutes for the first game, so let's go ahead and go with the American version for this time.
I mean, it's not worked out for the first two people that have come in here, and they've had to give their dutes away, but maybe you could break that trend.
I hope so.
I wish you good luck with the US game. We will start again back at the bottom of the table. World vs 100, and your first question, K-Brother, is... As we all know, the Silvergate Bridge doesn't exist, but which two letters of the word gate appear in the chemical symbol for silver? Is it the first two? Is it the middle two? Or is it the last two? Mob, please lock in your answers. Just as a note, I think when I did search Silvergate Bridge, it does exist somewhere, but it's not the one we're thinking about. So, yeah, I seem to remember when I did a Google search for Silvergate Bridge that it does exist, but not the one you're thinking of. Anyway, the mob is locked in. K-Prather, what's your thoughts?
All right, well, let me jump through about 3 hoops to get to the answer. Silver is AG. Other way around would be GA, which would be the first two. So let's lock in A, the first two.
All right. You've said the keyword. And as I finally been, I don't care. It's referencing the meme. I'm fine with it. I'm picking holes and being jestful. Is the answer A, the first two? That it is indeed. You said perfectly. AG for silver. AU for gold as well. So Cartwright
Good thing there's no U in gate.
No, there's no gate. No U in gate indeed. Oof, 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 oof. A lot of people getting that one wrong. Who didn't answer? A few. The people that did actually get it wrong out of the list were Puzzle Down, Paulister, Maple Yamanote, and Coolio. All the others that got knocked out did not answer the question, so they may have gone idle and have left the game. I get to see that information. So there are a few that went with B and a couple that went with C. Everyone else that's still in, though, did go with A, which was the right answer. And just like that, you're up to 5,000 dukes on one question, K-Brother. No, just like that. You could walk out here. What kind of
information you got on that screen anyway? You don't have, like, social on there, do you?
No, I don't have that kind of information. It's just extra stuff that... just intrigues me, let's put it that way. I could give some interesting facts as we play the game. So, what do you want to do here, K-Brother? One question, you could just bank 5,000 dukes and walk away. Or do you want to take on the mob?
I didn't sit around to play for one question. Let's play on.
All right, taking on the mob. I intend to do that in a future update, Samster, is to purge them from the game if they don't react for a few questions. Okay, next question. On the cover for Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham, reference, which food is coloured green? Did you watch the stream? Is the answer the eggs, the ham, or both the eggs and the ham? I completely forgot to mark these questions as used. So this is a repeat, completely of my own doing. But I suppose it's just a test to see if you watched the stream or not. K-Prather, did you watch the stream?
I did watch the stream. I think it was during Time Shock, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it was a savage question, too. I think a lot of people missed it. I think I would have gotten it wrong, too. But I believe the answer is C, both the eggs and the ham. Lock it in.
I think it's fair that it's early in the stream then. Early in this run, should I say. So it's still a reasonable difficulty. Is the answer both the eggs and the ham? Indeed, as referenced from Time Shock.
Time Shock.
Side MC, Nekagramma, and AI number 33, the only ones getting that one wrong. Maybe did not watch Time Shock or forgot or answered differently. The AI clearly didn't watch because it's AI. You're still on 5,000 dukes though, K-Brother. 6 away from making it 10,000. What do you want to do? Money or mob?
Being AI is no excuse. You need to be watching this stream, okay? Definitely, let's go on.
Continue on. I didn't catch the stream. Fair enough, Synapse. Your next question, K-Brother. Which of these sentences is a palindrome? Get ready.
Okay.
Is it a Mazda's a Mazda, Is it a Toyota's a Toyota, or is it a Honda's a Honda? Mob, lock in your answers. Which of these sentences is a palindrome? Is it a Mazda's a Mazda, a Toyota's a Toyota, or a Honda's a Honda? Mob is in, and you've got a bit more time to think about this, although, do you already have it worked out, K-Prather?
Well, let's try it. Desamas. No, that's not right. Danoha, it's not Dahoma, no. Toyota's a Toyota. Let's go with B, lock it in.
So you're presuming that the definition of a palindrome is that it's read the same forward as it is backwards?
Last I checked, yes.
Last time you checked, unless, of course, the definition has been changed in the 2021 edition of Oxford. Is the answer B, a Toyota's a Toyota? It is indeed, a Toyota's a Toyota. Come on, Mob, you got that one right, surely. Oh, Milk! Milk, the only one to get that one wrong. What did you go for? I can see that information. You went for A. It says on my screen you went for A as your option. Unlucky. Answer we were looking for was B. Only one to get knocked out. You're still at 5,000, K-Prather. What do you want to do? Do you want to go with money or
Let's
Mob?
play on.
Let's keep going. Next question this time is... In the 1990 Belle Biv DeVoe song Poison, what should you never trust a girl with a big what and a smile? Is it butt, is it gut, or is it mutt? Mob, lock in your answers, please. In the 1990 Belle Biv DeVoe song Poison, you should never trust a girl with a big what and a smile. Is it butt, gut, or mutt? Okay, Mob is in. Okay, Prather, you ever heard of this song Poison?
I have never heard this song before, but just looking at these choices, I'm not going to overthink it. If it's a 1990s song, I don't think you're going to be singing about a girl with a big gut or a big mutt. I'm just going to stick with my gut and say A, butt. Lock it in.
Okay. Yes, Isla, Islay, Rex, however you want to say that. If you are new here, if you want to play the game, enter in the room code into the text chat there, NVGL, and then you'll be able to answer A, B, or C once you are allocated a podium. Okay, Brother went with A, but is that the right answer? It is the right answer. But, a big butt and a smile.
Mix a lot would prove.
Oh, all of the mob got that right, so we continue on. Next question. Nope.
I wonder how many of them have actually heard the song.
I mean, it could be, again, likely that a lot of them have not heard it. But, nevertheless, money or mob decision comes again. What do you want to do here, K-Brother?
Let's take the mob.
Let's keep going. And your next question is... Which Japanese game show do you get different versions of by adding Cho, Shin, or 21 to the title? Is it Panel Quiz Attack 25? Is it Happy Family Plan? Or is it Time Shock? Mob, lock in your answers. Which Japanese game show do you get different versions of by adding Cho, Shin, or 21 to the title? Is it Panel Quiz Attack 25? Is it Happy Family Plan? Or is it Time Shock? Mob is in. What do we think here, K-Brother?
I am thinking I haven't a clue. I'm not up on my Japanese game shows, but I do think I know who is up on them. So I would like to ask the host.
You want to ask me?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's see. What do I think? Should I do the hand signal? Should I do the hand signal again? Because I've already done it on stream. Time Shock! I'm pretty certain it's Time Shock. It's not Panel Quiz Attack 25, that's always 25. They've never done 25 21 or 25 Cho or 25 Shin. So, and I don't think it's Happy Family Plan. Time Shock, I know they've had many different versions of the show. The current version that they're doing is called That Time Shock, literally meaning The Time Shock. They've done so many different versions with different names. It makes sense that they would have Time Shock 21, presumably most recent version or something, for 2021. Cho Shin, I wouldn't necessarily know what those are off the top of my head, but certainly seem plausible. So if I was to go for an answer, I would go with C, Time Shock, and that is my final answer.
Well, Ash, who am I to argue with you, especially on this subject? I will go with you and say C, Time Shock, lock it in.
Let's find out. Is the answer C, Time Shock? Yay, I'm up to 50%.
Thank you, Ash.
Where are we going with this? AI numbers, getting it wrong. And Game Show Fanatic, Lingo Maniac, Big Man, Aaron, Cycle Space, Matt the Ref, and Yellowtail. All getting that one wrong amongst 7 AI. A total of 13 getting knocked out. Whiskers, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Do we have a Whiskers?
Whiskers is making a fuss, but she's not jumping up on desk yet. You're up to 1 versus 62 now, so you're up to 10,000 doots, and you're 2 away from making it 25,000 doots. What would you like to do now, K-Brother? Do you want to take the 10,000 doots, or do you want to play against the mob?
We're this close, we've got to keep going.
Alright, let's keep going. And now that Ask the Host is off the table, I can now look at my podium data live. Next question. The lead singer of the Ting Tings has supposedly been called Hel, Stacey, and Jane. That's not a name, but what is? Is it Katie, Laura, or Amanda? Mob, lock in your answers. The lead singer of the Ting Tings has supposedly been called Hel, Stacey, and Jane. That's not a name, but what is? Is it Katie, Laura, or Amanda? Mob is in. What do we think here, K-Brother?
Oh boy, yeah, I know the song. I know what you're talking about, but I imagine, yeah, the name of the singer's not actually in the song. I'm guessing you gotta know the name of the singer, right? And I do not. I hope that the mob does know, because I am going to poll the mob.
Okay, and what option would you like to poll for?
Let's poll for Laura.
B. Okay, let's find out then. How many of our remaining mob went with B, Laura? 9.
Not very many.
9 of the 62 remaining mob members chose answer B. Now, those 9 could be correct, but it is a very small minority out of the 62 remaining. Of those included in this option we have, in fact I can use my other screen to tell me, we have 8 Minky, Cetra, Now Cut That Out, AB Me, and Brig Bother, as well as 4 AI. Those are the only ones that went with B, Laura. Yeah, so as Game Show Fanatic says, if these are correct, and you were to trust them in this case, then you'll be into 500,000 Duke territory at this point in the game. But they might be wrong, they might be right, I do not know. What are you thinking after that?
That seems like a bit of a gamble to go with such a minority this early in the game. I think I'm gonna do now what I should have done in the first place. I'd like to trust the mob.
You want to trust the mob. Confirm that?
Confirm.
So this is going to lock you into the human player's most popular answer. Let's find out. What are we locking in on? They've locked you in on C, Amanda. Is that the correct answer? It is A, Katie. That was the answer we were looking for.
Boy, we covered all the answers, didn't we?
We really did. And A was the second majority out of all of that. C was the direct majority. B, the smallest. A, the second majority. And yeah, not many getting that one right. Relux Shapes, GIs, and Samster, Dogfish, Toadboy, Clazzle, and Diamond Ninja. Those are the only players left after all of that. And they'll get a split of your doots at that point in the game. And we've got another 0 winner on the US game. Kate Prather, what's your thoughts?
Well, they certainly earned the split there. That was a tough question. Very well done to those who got it right.
Absolutely.
It was a lot of fun, though, Ash. First time being in Discord. Hopefully won't be the last.
Absolutely. We do welcome you in open arms and welcome everyone into the Discord as well, of which you can go to the press the thing. There's your Discord. Join the link if you're not already there as well. We do have a lot of games, informal games on the Discord. Panel Quiz Attack is a big favourite here, and Jeopardy as well. And we just sort of have a banter around, watch alongs of various shows as well. Just join in and just say hi, basically, and we will welcome you all in open arms. But for now, Kate Prather, it is a loss. We're going to have to put you back into the mob, but thank you very much for playing, and we'll catch you later.
Appreciate it, Ash.
All right, catch you later. Right, thank you for the follow there. Just fans of, and also to It's Sportsy, I didn't catch that one earlier, and Ninja Z, if I didn't catch that one earlier as well. Thank you for the 3 follows. We're now on 962 followers. So we're now at, 38 away from 1,000 followers. 38 away from 1,000 followers is just ridiculous territory, that is. And I will be doing some sort of special on that stream. I still need to figure out what I want to do, but I will be doing some sort of special on that stream. 1 versus 1,000, no. Should I do a poll near the end of the stream regarding the clock ideas we discussed? I'll leave that to Discord side of things, score count. So I'll probably make a post about that in Discord later rather than do it on stream. So yeah, if you want some behind the scenes on decision making on things as well, that's another reason for joining the Discord. I also want to make mention of an idea I have for Duel as well at some point, because it's good. It's an interesting idea. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we'll think about it. Anyway. We've got, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including Samster. So 6 players we can pick from here. 1 in 6 between We Like Shapes, G. Isons, Dogfish. Oh no, Dogfish again. Here we go. Toadboy, Klazor. Be great if we can get Klazor in. And Diamond Ninja. One of you 6 have the chance now to be picked as the next one. Dogfish, we know we've had as Doots leader number 1 in season 5, mainly due to various victories in 1 versus 100. Can they do it again if they get picked? It could happen. I would love to have Klazor join in as the one. Let's find out. RNG, do your thing. Who's it going to be? Dramatic reveal time. Who will take this space as the one? It's Dogfish! Oh, RNG! How you do love to pick Dogfish sometimes. Oh, I can guarantee you it is a proper RNG pick. It is doing a 1 in 6 roll. Welcome once again, Dogfish, to the one hot seat. How are you doing?
I'm quite alright. Have they changed the wallpaper recently?
Have I changed the wallpaper?
I feel like I've been here long enough that I can commentate on the decoration choices. How are you doing?
In my room, no. I've not really done anything to it. I need to do something to it, though. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. And I'm happy that I'm now at 50% on the Ask the Host now, rather than 0%. It seems like a more reasonable statistic. What are your plans here, Dogfish? Because, as we mentioned earlier, you were Duke leader number 1 with some very significant wins in 1 versus 100 Dutch and US editions. So we know you can go all the way in both. And no one has won yet. What do you want to do? What are you thinking?
Well, after all my dudes mysteriously vanished into this abyss, I do enjoy a slow game and a nice long game. And even though it's been teased already, no one's actually gone for it, so I shall. Let's play Dutch.
We're going for the Dutch rules. Well, just... It's a hard game to play, but if you can go all the way, it is a big payout. So good luck to you, Dogfish. For those of you that have not seen this game, it does appear very differently in how the questions appear, but that is the ultimate format of the game is, although You can't get out until you eliminate everyone. At least you get some privileges in being able to pick the kinds of questions that you want to play. So, good luck, Dogfish. Starting the game in voice, Dutch rules, and of course we get the Dutch music as well in places rather than just the US music. So that's always nice to hear. Let's play 1 vs 100, Ian taking 100. And this is the first thing you'll see is that it will tell you the category up front, and then you get to decide whether you want an easy or a harder question. However, the first question, you must always take the easy option. So although it says easy or harder, I have to pick easy for you on your behalf. After that, though, on a category, you can choose whether you want an easier or harder question on the category that is shown. Are you ready, Dogfish?
I'm very glad I get the easy one here.
Absolutely. Well, I say easier because it might not necessarily be an easy question, just easier to the in comparison to the one that is revealed on the harder side that you will not see. Let's find out. Easy question on sports is... Starring LeBron James and Bugs Bunny, the 2021 movie subtitled A New Legacy is a sequel to what 1996 basketball film? Is it Delete Marmalade? Is it Escape Preserves? Or is it Space Jam? More, please lock in your answers. Starring LeBron James and Bugs Bunny, the 2021 movie subtitled A New Legacy is a sequel to what 1996 basketball film? And again, ape with the wonderful answers here. Dogfish, any thoughts?
I'm hearing Paddington Bear being awfully offended by the answer A.
Delete Marmalade.
Well, it's so nice to see a sports question they actually know the answer to, which is C, Space Jam, which I'll lock in.
Did you see Space Jam when it was first released?
Not when it was first released. I remember seeing it on DVD, but Lord knows that was donkeys ago.
I think at home I might have a VHS of this. The answer is indeed C, Space Jam. Come on and slam! Take it to the ground! Absolutely. Who got that one wrong? Probably some AFK people. We'll just eliminate those from the game. In fact, the only people that got that wrong were AFK players. AJ, Riswin, Westernator, Hodders, Mr. Quizworthing, Procyon, Ali Lola, Lordra, Huska, Catnip, and Freya did not answer in time. Those are the only ones getting it wrong. Everyone did get it right, so very well played, everybody else. And 10 correct answers. As you can see, this is the new thing as well in the Dutch game, is you get doots based off of the value of who is still left in the game. So each one was worth 10,000 doots. You eliminated 10 of them. We add 100,000 doots to your total. So you are on already six-figure territory on 100,000 doots. Now, you compare that to the US game, it's like, but that's just one question. How did he just get up to 100,000 doots on one question? That's the thing. You have to go all the way to the end to take it. So you can't just walk away with that six-figure sum. Have to go all the way. And also, it's a payoff for the risk that you're picking on playing this game. So, Dogfish, you ready for your first decision to make?
Let's get started.
Let's get going. So, category on question 2 is toys and games. Which would you like to take for toys and games?
I tend to go for the harder questions purely because it knocks people out faster and I'm efficient like that. So, yeah, I think we'll go for the harder one, yeah.
Let's go hard on toys and games. Very early stage hard, but you have the ability to use your 3 escapes and also that doubler. Bob, get ready. Here's your question. Which of these pinball-based companies was founded first? Was it Gottlieb? Was it Bally or Bally? Or is it Stern? Mob, please lock in your answers. Which of these pinball-based companies was founded first? Is it Gottlieb? Is it Bally or Bally? Or is it Stern? Mob is in. Dogfish, do you have any clues here?
I have so little clues, I can't even think of a pun on how little clues I have. I mean, I'm assuming one's German, maybe? And the other two could be absolutely anywhere, which is... yeah, I've got absolutely nothing, and I'm hoping a lot of other people didn't. Because I'm going to escape this one immediately.
Can you use an early escape? Well, It's a good time to use it, I suppose, because you've only got 100,000 dukes in the bank, and you're going to lose 25% of that, so you'll be down to 75,000 dukes. After this, you just won't get anything for any player getting eliminated, that's all. Confirm you want to escape?
Yeah, but it's worth the better. It's better than the 1 in 3. I've had enough of those in life as is.
Alright. Escape has been confirmed, so you're down to 75,000 dukes. Which option would you like to lock in, just for curiosity's sake?
Because I saw it and I smiled and thought I've got Mick from Drag Race, I'll lock in A. You can see how much logic I have here.
Well, I can tell you that the majority of the mob also went with A. Which is the correct answer. It was the correct answer, so you could have gone with it with your gut. Who got knocked out? Quite a few. Quite a few got knocked out on that question. 23 in total. 13 humans and 10 AI getting knocked out on that question. Necogramma, Plumber, It's Sportsy, Jimmy T, Lingo, Ape, Samster, Maxio, Synap, Big, Now Cut That Out, Clazor, and Milk-Like Substance, as well as some AI as well. That could have been 23 times 11,111, but unfortunately that is gone. You're not allowed to claim that because you escaped, but you're at least safe and you get to see the next category. 67 players still surviving in the mob, and we continue on. Category 3 is USA. USA. What do you want to do on USA, Dogfish?
USA questions. If it's politics or US geography, I've got a decent stab. Too much else, and I might fall flat. But as I said before, I tend to run hard until I start panicking when I only have 1 escape left. So let's take the harder question here.
Okay, going hard again. In the 2020 USA presidential election cycle, which of these states held its presidential primaries on Tuesday, March the 3rd, aka Super Tuesday? Is it Nevada, North Carolina, or New Hampshire? Mob, please lock in your answers. In the 2020 USA presidential election cycle, which of these states held its presidential primaries on Tuesday, March the 3rd, aka Super Tuesday? Mob is in. What do you think, Dogfish?
Okay, so New Hampshire is one of the first 2, because it's New Hampshire and I want to say it's Iowa. This is where my brain size tells me it could also be Ohio, but I'm pretty sure it's Iowa and New Hampshire, the first 2. And I don't think it's Nevada, because Nevada, John Ralston does a lot of reporting on Nevada. It literally runs a Nevada paper. And he did a big campaign called Nevada Matters, because a lot of people were ignoring Nevada in the primaries for member serve. By process of elimination, I'd assume it's North Carolina then. I'm just making sure I've got those right now. It's definitely New Hampshire, like the second. That's way too early. Yeah, I'm confident with that. I'd like to lock in B, North Carolina, please.
Okay, you said the keywords lock in. Is that the correct answer? B, North Carolina. Very well played, it is B, North Carolina. Who's getting knocked out here? Clive? Toad, Matt the Ref, Cutquiz, Woke Quiz, Candlelight, Cetra, Islay, or Islay, Rex, and Maple Yamanote. Quite a few US contingencies there, getting that one wrong. And you are now on 1 versus 51. We add a total of 238,800 dukes to your total there, brings you now up to 313,800 dukes, with just about a half of the mob left standing now after that question. Did you think we'd get to the halfway point that quickly, Dogfish?
I'm glad we did, because it means there were a couple which just hit a lot of people. So this is on track with where I'd like to be. I'm just looking at some of the names I can see left and thinking, Or words to that effect.
Or words to that effect, indeed. Well, you still have the power. You still have Escape 50 and Escape 75, and of course that doubler. But you also get the power of choosing questions on each category. Speaking of which, category 4 is animals, Animalia, and each mob member on this question will be worth nearly 20,000 doots additional if they get knocked out. What do you want to do here, Dogfish? Easier or harder on animals?
I remember last time I played 1v100, I had a lot of fun with national animals, which left me feeling as a dodo. But normally, this sort of thing is more facts about animals, which are fun, so I'll go for the harder one.
Going hard on animals, your question. Which of these is not a species of bird? Is it king quail? Is it king eider? Or is it king fairy wren? Mob, please lock in your answers. Which of these is not a species of bird? Is it A, king quail, B, king eider, or C, king fairy wren? Mob is in. What do we think, Dogfish?
Okay, one of those answers is definitely standing out. Like, I'm looking at C and thinking, that is a name.
They're all names. Or should I say, two of them are names, one of them is a fake name.
So, yes, they're all strings of letters and no numbers, they are literally all just letters in spacebar. Now, I think I've heard of king quail before, so I'm just pushing that to one side. Eider or fairy wren? When I think of birds' names, all I can think of at the moment is a Tumblr post and a list of names of birds which were like... let's put it this way. Ornithologists really do not actually like birds, they enjoy insulting them. Fairy wren, it just seems too out there. I'm pretty sure an eider's a thing. And king would just often be thinking of just a larger bird or a smaller group. It's a little bit early to be making puns. I know.
You do still have escapes, but if you need to, if you want to get to the end of the game faster, you are going to have to punt.
Yep, and I think I am going to punt actually. King Fairy Wren just feels too far-fetched, and if it's real, I apologise for insulting it, but I don't. It feels too unreal. So I'm going to lock in C.
Don't want to use a doubler beforehand?
I don't want to use my doubler until I've had to escape 2 more times.
Okay, fair enough.
Purely because doots, and I miss having my pile of doots.
So you want to lock in C, King Fairy Wren then? Confirm?
Let's lock in C, King Fairy Wren.
That it shall be then. Is the answer C? Very well played, Dogfish. However, I think you may have made an interesting decision.
Oh. No, come back! Get back on the double on! Get back!
Should have used a doubler on that. The majority got that one completely and utterly wrong. The majority that answered actually went with B, the King Eider, which does exist. In terms of fairy wrens, there is a splendid fairy wren, according to Wikipedia, but not a king fairy wren. So it's just a sort of semantic there. Splendid fairy wren does exist. It's a lovely little blue bird, native to Australia.
I'm very glad that wasn't there then, because I think I said splendid fairy wren was wrong, because I said ornithologists just love insulting them with animals, their names even. Words are difficult.
Well, You probably should have used a doubler on that one. That was a good opportunity, but you didn't. Still a good amount to add, though. 40 lots of 19,000 odd. Adds 784,280 to your total. Brings you now up to 1,098,080 doots. And also, look at the number of players still standing. 11.
That's a healthier number.
I don't think you should feel a bit of a tit on getting that one wrong, Matt, because it seems the majority got that one wrong. But thank you for the 100 bits either way, and puns, I know. So the remaining players we have are Jay White, the Lupine 1, F1,000,003, Car 7th, Coolio, Serial Quizzer, and then the remainder are AI. 6 humans and 5 AI left standing on that question. Does mean we are going to be in some serious territory with per mob member value. And I don't know yet if we're at the this or that stage. It might be a category, it might be a this or that. Let's find out. What have we got in store on the next question? It is still another category. So famous people for 1 versus 11.
I've still got 2 of my nice happy escapes left. If I only had 1 left, I'd be going easy, but I've got 2, so I'll pick the harder one here.
Going hard again. Bearing in mind, an escape 50% here is going to cost you 500,000 doots.
Thank you for that reminder.
Just saying. Do you definitely want to go down the hard route?
Let's go down the hard route.
Okay.
I'm nothing if not stubborn.
Fair enough. Your hard question on famous people then. Who performed a series of short monologues that includes the motivational speech "Just Do It" that becomes an internet meme? Is it the one that performed in Cheap Thrills music video? Is it the one that performed in Chandelier music video? Or is it the one that performed in Elastic Heart music video? It's a trap question. Who performed a series of short monologues that includes the motivational speech "Just Do It" that becomes an internet meme? Is it A, B, or C? I'm not going to read those again. Mob is in. Oh, that's very interesting seeing the mob. Dogfish, what's your thoughts here?
So this is definitely Shia LaBeouf. And yeah, because I'm now going through the other 2. Cheap Thrills was that dance hall, but I don't remember it being there. It wasn't a dance hall, it was like a TV program recording. Blah, words. I can't word anymore. Chandelier. I don't remember. I'm playing that in part because I'm pretty sure he was in the Elastic Heart music video. And I'm certain enough I'm going to lock that right in before I can doubt myself, because I will do that otherwise.
Locking C?
Locking in C, and even though it's a trap question, it's not the sort of trap question. It's one which, when I saw the first answer, I knew what I was looking for pretty much. So I don't think it has caught too many people. So I'm not going to double at this point. I'm just going to lock in C.
Fair enough. That we shall do then. And thank you for playing Iley or Islay Rex. I don't know how you pronounce it, but either way, thank you for playing. You can, of course, lurk, of course. And Airborne Contraption as well. Thank you for the follow. You've gone with C. Is the correct answer C, that the one that performed in Elastic Heart music video? Absolutely right. No doubting on that answer at all. Who got knocked out? Just AI number 28 and the Lupine 1. But look at that. Each one was worth 90,909 doots. And you are now brought up to 1,279,898 doots. With 9 mob members now standing. 5 human, 4 AI. Each one will add 111,111 doots to your total. Just straight up. If you doubled, that's 222,222 doots. But I think we're coming to our first this or that style pick. Are you ready to see this or that?
Ready as will ever be.
Let's find out what it picks for you. So, this is the this or that. You get to see 2 sets of answers before seeing the question. You pick one of the sets of answers, and then we will see the question behind it. Which set would you like to play, Dogfish?
One is just so completely abstract that part of me is tempted to look at it just to see what's behind it. 2, I suspect I can guess what the question behind 2 is, and I think I know what it is. If it's what I think it is, if it's not, then I'm like a fish out of water. But I think I know what 2 is going to be, so let's try it.
Very interesting. You think you know what 2's going to be, even though you could go in a myriad ways. Confirm you want to view question 2?
Let's look at 2.
Okay. The question behind the options of 2 is: which of these websites will celebrate its 20th birthday in 2021? Is it Wikipedia? Is it Reddit? Or is it Yahoo? Mob, lock in your answers now. Which of these websites will celebrate its 20th birthday in 2021? Is it Wikipedia? Is it Reddit? Or is it Yahoo? The mob is in. Dogfish, is this what you were thinking was going to be?
I was thinking something slightly different, but this actually makes more sense. I was just thinking founding years in general.
Okay.
Wikipedia can tell me it's their birthday as many times as it likes. I don't have enough to give it a donation at the moment. But I'm 90% sure it's going to be a Wikipedia. And because of how much they've pushed it, so I'm going to lock that in.
No double, just lock in?
Just a straight lock in. They've pushed it so much, I think most people will know.
All right.
See?
Is the answer Wikipedia? I am once again asking for your contributions. It is indeed Wikipedia. Who got it wrong? I'm afraid they all got it right. So we continue on. We go to another category pick. This time on business and economics. Where do you want to go with this, Dogfish?
Another one that could go pretty much anywhere, but I'm still working on the basis. I've got 2 of these escape doodads, technical term, and I do plan to use them at some point, so let's go for the harder question.
You want to go hard? All
hard.
right, let's find out. What is the hard question? A Victrola is used to play which of these? Is it video games? Is it movies? Or is it music? Mob, please lock in your answers. A Victrola is used to play which of these? Is it video games, movies, or music? Mob is in. What are you thinking here, Dogfish?
My gut is saying music. I'm trying to think. I have been looking at a bunch of inventions recently, and for some reason, music is the one that's standing out of those 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be video games. I know it might be trying to play off controller, but I'd suspect I'd have heard of that one. And movies. I shouldn't have said movies out loud. That was a terrible idea. Music was the one that shouted out at me, and the second I said movies, then my brain just went, "Hang on, I can't picture what one is," which is the thing. It must be something I've just seen the name of, but just never bothered to process it. So I don't think it's video games because be more likely to put that into memory. Do I think enough people would know that? As I
Can still escape.
I was happy until I wasn't. I should just put some duct tape on my mouth when I'm doing this so I don't say silly things like get myself Look, last time I went an escape and I should have trusted my gut, I said that was the dodo question, which I regretted. Because then I had a horrible 1 in 3 shot later on. So because it was the first thing that came to mind, I am going to lock in C. And I'm now going to close my eyes as you reveal the answer.
Do you use a doubler, or do you still want to lock in?
As I said before, unless I think it would knock everyone out, and I don't think we're quite at that point yet, I'm not going to double, I'm just going to lock in C music and have my eyes closed.
Proceed to close eyes. Avert your gaze. Is the answer C, music? It is! It's a record player. Victrola's a record player.
Oh, and yep, that's...
Unfortunately, they all got it right.
I feel vindicated.
So we go to the next category pick, which is politics. Oh, lovely.
It's so nice to see one where I'm going to pick harder because I think I'm actually confident at it rather than because of strategy. I like politics. It's insane, but it's fun. So I'm going to go for the harder one here.
All right. Which British Prime Minister does not have an actual name James? Is it Clement Attlee? Is it Harold Wilson? Or is it Gordon Brown? Mob, please lock in your answers. Which British Prime Minister does not have an actual name James? Is it Clement Attlee, Harold Wilson, or Gordon Brown? Mob is in. What's your thoughts, Dogfish? You up on the UK politics?
A couple of years ago, I was really into politics in a way which I probably shouldn't have been. I was doing all sorts of political simulation stuff. So I'm now just quickly racking through. I think it was James Harold Wilson. And I think it was James Gordon Brown. And he says that because I should know people who have my own name at the very least. Was Clement just Clement? The only thing worse than having 5 seconds for a question is having 500 seconds. Because both of those B and C are, I think I'm right. But if one of them is a John, for instance, that's the sort of thing which I'd mix up very easily, James and Johns. And even I think they're both Jameses. I'm not confident enough, I don't think, on this one. I guess... Why am I not surprised this is a track question? Again, even though I think I know it, I've made one too many punts, and I'm sure the gods of luck are starting to get a little bit annoyed with me. So I am going to escape this one.
You sure you want to half your current bank?
When you put it like that...
That's what it'll do. Just merely stating facts.
Something facts schmacts. I'm at that sort of 70% mark, which is just about where I don't want to take another punt, especially after No, I am going to escape this one. I am going to lose half my bank.
Confirm you want to escape.
Confirm I'm going to. Not so much a case of want.
Okay. It has been done. You are safe from elimination on this question. We might as well get you to give a guess.
As I said, I'm about 70% on it being Clement Attlee.
So the answer you would have locked in is that then?
It's the one I'd have locked in.
Let's find out. Should you have gone with your gut the second time here? Or were you right to escape? Let's find out. What's the right answer? Should have gone with your gut. Instead, you've lost 640-odd thousand doots. And you could have gotten some doots there as well. We say goodbye to J White, AI number 32, AI number 86. And we are down now to 4 humans and 2 AI left in play. We still have F1,000,003, Car 7th, Coolio, and Serial Quizzer. Oh boy, oh boy. And at this point, we're now at splitting 6 ways here on the next level. So it's 166,666 dupes, I presume. You get added for each mob you get knocked out on the next question. You only have 1 escape left. You still have the doubler. Let's see what kind of question we have next. It's a 1 versus 100 question, of course. So, pick your poison, Dogfish. Do you want an easier or a harder 1 versus 100?
Now, the last time I saw this, I actually had to roll a dice. Now, I got very lucky that my dice was in a good mood. This time I have an escape, so I don't have to worry as much. I am going to go in for the harder trap, and hope I know it.
Okay, going hard 1 versus 100 question, which is... Which of these is made up of 2 chemical elements that do not directly neighbour each other on the periodic table? Is it laughing gas? Is it table salt? Or is it brass? Oh, 8 Minky, that is devilish. Which of these is made up of 2 chemical elements that do not directly neighbour each other on the periodic table? Is it laughing gas? Is it table salt? Or is it brass? That is a devilish question. I do adore it. Dogfish, how good are you on your periodic table arranging?
Okay, I'm not brilliant, but I think I know which one this is. If I think of, well, table salt specifically, sodium is right on the far left. It's in the same group with cesium and the other doohickeys. I know they have a proper name, I can't think of it in 10 seconds. And chlorine is a halogen, I want to say. But the thing there is, it's not a noble gas. And if I'm right, and sodium is over with the cesium, potassium, those guys, it would have to be with a noble gas, which it definitely isn't. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy that's got to be table salt. And now to see who's left up there.
Do you want to lock it in?
I'm just debating on if this is the point I actually double. But I know Card's very sharp on his chemistry. And it's if the trap is one which I managed to just about step around, I think other people might have. So I'm going to lock in B, and I'm not going to double. So if you hear a screaming in a few minutes, it means I'm thinking I should have doubled.
Okay.
So I'm going to lock in B.
Lock in B without any extra exotic applications of a doubler. Is the answer B, table salt? It is. Absolutely. Very well played. Who got it wrong? Good thing you didn't use your doubler. They all got it right.
Oh, good.
So we move on. And it's words and phrases is the next category.
Entirely because of making you say things. I'm going to have to go for the harder one here.
Of course you would do. Okay, harder words and phrases. Hopefully I can pronounce them. Here we go. Which of the following is an alternative term for blowing a raspberry? Is it a Bronx cheer? Is it a Queen's applause? Or is it a Brooklyn salute? Mob, please lock in your answers. Which of the following is an alternative term for blowing a raspberry? Is it a Bronx cheer? Is it a Queen's applause? Or is it a Brooklyn salute? Mob are in.
I like that question. It appeals to me. I don't actually know this properly, but I wouldn't expect it to be applause, because that sort of clapping sound, it's not the same sort of long note. And it's definitely, a salute is literally just soundless. I have to assume it's Bronx cheer. And before I can overthink this one, I'm actually going to lock that right in.
No double, just lock in?
Locking that in right away, yeah.
Okay. No messing around. Just thinking out of sheer deduction, it has to be Bronx cheer. Is that the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Who got knocked out?
Oh.
3 of them got knocked out. 2 AI and Car the 7th. That's best part of 500,000 doots added to your total there. Brings you back up to almost where you were at. 1,139,947 doots. 3 mob members standing, and they are all human. F1,000,003, Coolio, and Serial Quizzer. Those are the 3 remaining players. Well, it's a fine how do you do, and 333,333 doots for each one you knock out here.
Just a couple then.
Just a bit, just a tad. You still have Escape 75. You still have your doubler.
Hey, best be
Right.
keeping on then.
Let's find out. What is your next question about? Is it this or that? So we have read animal skin linen for question 1, and we have a fine a judge a lease for question 2. What do you want to do?
And I'm just debating, one of them is Welsh to me, which means I know a tiny bit, and the other is, I can't even think of a pun, Greek for the sake of a simple one, which I know, I feel though I might be able to get something out of question 1. So that's what I'm going to go for, question 1.
Okay, question 1 is... Vellum, a writing material used in many historic documents, was made from what? Is it reed, animal skin, or linen? Mob, please lock in your answers. Vellum, a writing material used in many historic documents, was made from what? Is it reed, is it animal skin, or is it linen? The mob are in. Dogfish. You ever heard of vellum?
Oh, that politics knowledge is finally coming in handy.
Oh, hello. We've got a raid coming in here.
Oh.
Quizzy Dan Raiders! Raiding with a party of 12, although it says on my end it's 19. It's very weird, these numbers. Twitch, fix your stuff. Hello, Quizzy Dan. How are you doing? I hope you've been having some fun with the Witness and all that. How far along are you with the Witness, I wonder? You're at this very critical point of Dogfish's game. Yes, Dogfish has been picked as the one again in 1 vs 100. We are at 1 versus 3 with Dogfish at nearly 1.2 million doots in the bank at the moment. Just 1 help remaining and 1 escape. 1 escape and 1 double left to use. And we've just picked this question against these 3 human players. 386 puzzles down out of 523. Oh, cool. So you're about 60% of the way through. That sounds good. Dogfish. Sorry, I kind of distracted you there with the Quizzy Down raid. You had any further thoughts on this?
So I'm now thinking of puzzle boats and how intimidating they are. Where was I? Train of thought, get back over here. Yes, so the politics knowledge is finally coming in handy. I'm pretty sure a lot of the British laws eventually get, I'm not sure if it's copied onto vellum or what have you, but I do know it's made of either lamb or sheepskin. And unless my biology is really failing me at this point, lamb and sheep are both animals. So yeah, I'm gonna go for B. It's just a case of, would you know this? This is one of the things which I knew the second the question itself came up, I did smile because I knew it. I wasn't having to sort of work anything out. I don't think this is going to catch any of these last three out. So I'm not going to double, I'm just going to lock in B.
Okay, we shall do that then. Is the answer B, animal skin? It is indeed animal skin. I feel as if that's been a question on Quizzy Dan's Bingo once before as well. And indeed, you are right, the three remaining players did get that right. So we move on again. And the next category this time is TV and film. What do you want to do, Dogfish?
I'm glad I saved that escape. Let's go for the other one.
Let's keep going on hard. TV and film. Which angel from the original Captain Scarlet and the Mr. Ron's TV series is Chinese? Is it Melody? Is it Rhapsody? Or is it Harmony? Mob, please lock in your answers. Which angel from the original Captain Scarlet and the Mr. Ron's TV series is Chinese? Is it Melody? Is it Rhapsody? Or is it Harmony? The mob is in. Dogfish, you ever watched the original Captain Scarlet?
I've not. If I could speak to certain family members, they'd be screaming the answer at me. they actually, because universities and students' union funds are useful for buying things like beer, my mum and dad actually set up a Captain Scarlet and the Mr. Ron's Society, whose sole objective was to watch Captain Scarlet and the Mr. Ron's and drink beer.
What a great sock to be in, eh?
And I don't have a foggiest.
Thank you for self-censoring.
I was going. That's a thought. Let's be polite. I don't have a clue here. So, even though it will cost me 75% of what I've got, that's better than 100% of what I've got. I am going to escape the heck out of this one.
Final escape, confirm you want to use it.
Confirming that I'm definitely wanting to use it here.
It has been done. You will lose 75% of your current bank. But you are safe from elimination on this question. Now, of course, I get to ask you the question, which option would you lock in anyway if you were to play?
Do I need to get my dice out? That's as much like the...
Well, what does your gut say? You got your gut right so far, so what does your gut say?
My gut says Harmony.
Okay, let's lock that in then.
And that's as much as it...
Can reveal that all of the remaining mob that are still in did go the same way. So you're either deadlocked or this is the end of the game.
Let's see what we get.
Is the answer C, Harmony?
Oh, double fiddlesticks!
You should have stayed and went with your guts. But you shouldn't have doubled anyway. So, you're down to 284,986 dukes. It is still 1 versus 3. You have no more escapes left. You still have the doubler, but you get a pick of a question from these two options.
So, remember how I was saying one of those the previous set, he had one which was Welsh and one which was Greek.
Yeah.
This is what one of those appears in one of those Polynesian languages, which isn't even documented. I have absolutely no clue what question 1 could be, so I'm not touching that with a 12-foot barge pole.
Okay.
I'm going to go for question 2.
All right, so let's see what the question is to the options for set 2. Ironically, what chemical element is named after the man who reputedly said, all science is either physics or stamp collecting? Is it Einsteinium, is it Mendelevium, or is it Rutherfordium? Mob, please lock in your answers. Ironically, what chemical element is named after the man who reputedly said, all science is either physics or stamp collecting? Mob is in. What's your thoughts, Dogfish?
My thoughts is, why did I go for the harder TV question? I don't think it's Einsteinium. That's the sort, because any Einstein quote is moon to death, and I don't immediately recognise it as Einstein. And Mendeleev, that's periodic table guy, isn't it? And I know he's basically got the world, he made the world's most important stamp collection in the periodic table, but... no, that...
Just imagine having a trading card game based off of the periodic table. get a Panini calendar out of that.
So that's the mental limbs I'm going to have to clear out later. I am now going on gut again, but I don't think it's Einsteinium because I'd have heard the quote. Mendelevium feels wrong because he was the original stamp collector of science of a sort. Using my very stretched metaphors at this point. I'm not certain. If I had my escape, I'd be using it. But my gut says Rutherfordium.
Your gut's been good so far. Do you think it's going to be good again?
I'm just debating. I'm going to basically mentally lock that in so I don't change my mind, because that's been the murder of me. I'm just thinking, am I going to double? Based on the 3 players we've got left, this is the sort of thing which, even though it's a 1v100 style, presumably it's a well-known quote. I don't think this will have caught them. I'm just going to lock in C without a double.
Okay. Let's do that then.
At some point, I can just get that double in so I can stop thinking about that and everything.
You believe the answer is C, Rutherfordium?
I hope so.
That's what your gut says. Is your gut good again?
Let's see.
It is correct again! Who got that wrong? Oh, they're too good. They're too good. They all got it right, all 3 of them.
Oh dear.
So we continue on into geography, and thank you, It's Sportsy, for playing along. I'm glad you had some fun. I'm on Wednesdays and Fridays with various games, so do tune in on those evenings. And of course, there are friends around that do the streams on other days as well, all worth tuning into around this time, prime time, on each day of the week. Dogfish, return to geography. What do you want to do?
I like geography questions. I mean, they can be absolutely murderous, but I do enjoy them. So I'm going to take the harder one here.
All right. And thank you also, Game Show Fanatic. Glad you have had so much fun as well. Again, like I say, I'll be back here Wednesdays and Fridays, 8 p.m. GMT. So with various other shows. Going for the hard route on geography, let's find out. What is the question? In the 2019 referendum, the autonomous region of Bougainville voted overwhelmingly for independence from which Oceanian country? Is it New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, or Australia? In the 2019 referendum, the autonomous region of Bougainville voted overwhelmingly for independence from which Oceanian country? Or Oceanian. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's very weird because it's Oceania. Or Oceania. Oceanian. Anyway, Dogfish, what's your thoughts here?
This was Papua New Guinea. I can just say that outright.
You just know this one?
It was, as I said, when I was doing a lot of politics stuff, this was towards the tail end of it, I remember. And I remember this actually came up in the simulation I was talking about, which was fun. But, yeah, this one I just know. It's one of those weird ones. And it was in a lot of news because most independence referendums don't tend to vote in favour. I know one of the French, I think it's New Caledonia or something, has constantly been trying to vote for it, but keeps on getting like 46% or something. So this was in the news for quite a bit. I think people will know it. I'm just going to lock in B flat out right.
You said outright twice now. I've been keeping count.
Prospero.
It's absolutely fine. You're allowed to say that. By the way, outright on Friday. Hashtag plug. Is the answer B, Papua New Guinea? It is indeed B, Papua New Guinea. Now, are the mob budging? They are not budging.
So.
We continue on again. And it's another this or that. And wow, these are some interesting sets. We have Order of St. Patrick, Order of the Bath, Order of the Garter. And we have those who eat eggs, those who protect themselves, or those who behave in school. What do you want to do here, Dogfish? Bearing in mind, this is essentially question 15, according to my counts. The top three in the mob are currently on a streak of 14 each. So this is question 15 of your run so far.
Okay. The thing with question 1 is I suspect it might knock one of them out. But the one who it might knock out might very well end up being myself. Whereas 2 looks like a wordy question where I should be able to figure it out. But if I can figure it out, I suspect the remaining mob can. On the basis of time, because it's getting to 10:30, let's have a look at what's behind question number 1.
All right, we're going to the orders. Standing orders? No, let's do the question. Which of these UK chivalry orders is the most illustrious? Is it St. Patrick, is it the Bath, or is it the Garter? Mob, please lock in now. Which of these UK chivalry orders is the most illustrious? Is it Order of St. Patrick, Order of the Bath, or Order of the Garter? Unfortunately, not standing order. Dogfish.
Okay, that's... Remember I mentioned I was a big politics nerd? I think Order of the Bath is honourable. Like, they go up in different layers. It's much like the Lords, they all seem to have different titles depending on what day of the week it is. Bath, I think, is noble. And part of me wants to say Garter is... Which one is it? Bath is honourable. Garter is... I want it to be noble for some reason. And I'm not sure if that's just because I said noble gases about half an hour ago, or because that's the order they're in. Nothing is coming to mind for St. Patrick. It's the one which I don't recognise of the 3. And that's actually also a good rule of thumb. If I don't recognise that there's a halfway decent shot, that's it. Yeah, again, it's... If I could escape, I could. I can't. How many times have I said that? That goes next to the outright counter.
3.
Outright.
6,
outright.
7, 8.
There we are. So, I'm going to lock in A. And this is one which is British nobility. This is really obscure, so I'm hoping this has tripped at least one of them up. And frankly, I'd like to stop thinking about the word double. So I am actually going to double on this one.
Okay, we are going to instigate the doubler. That has been done. What option do you want to lock in?
I'm going to lock in option A. The Order of St. Patrick.
You have to be right first to get any doots. So firstly, is A, Order of St. Patrick correct? It is! Now, did anyone get it wrong? Oh, yes, but not all of them! 2 players getting knocked out there. Serial Quizzer at F1,000,003 getting knocked out. Adding 1.3 odd million doots to your total brings you up to 1.618 million doots. And it is now a heads up between Dogfish and Coolio.
Coolio, one of us is about to be very rich.
That is very... Well, not necessarily. Both of you could get it wrong and the money just disappears.
Fair enough.
That is entirely a possible situation here. If both of you get it wrong, then the money disappears. And the Duke wins. The Duke bank wins. Right. With 1.618 million doots on the line and potentially an extra million more for Dogfish if Dogfish wins.
So I'm just
Here we go.
The golden ratios appeared for us.
Here we go. Let's see what the next question has in store for us. Science and nature. It's science and nature. Where do you want to go, Dogfish? Easier or harder against Coolio?
My science guesses have been decent. Let's go harder.
Going hard. Which of these is a type of bean, also known as mucuna, sorry? Is it footlong bean? Is it hot dog bean? Or is it hamburger bean? Coolio and remaining mob, and mob if you would like to lock in. Which of these is a type of bean, also known as mucuna? Is it footlong, hot dog, or hamburger? Coolio is in.
This is one of those. The 3 answers are so related. It's insulting. I can't figure it out at the top of my head. Like,
Do you want an interesting fact?
go on.
Of the players that are eliminated that answered this question, there
Right.
is really no majority on any of the options here.
Why am I not surprised?
They're pretty much 33% on each option from my very cursory glance. Of course, they have no effect to the game right now. All the AI have gone. It's literally only Coolio's option that matters here. You have no escapes, you have no doubles, you are on your own, you have to give an answer. It has to be right to stay in. But yeah, this particular question has pretty much split the remaining mob that are playing for doots completely down the middle.
Okay, so the first one, when I'm looking at hot dog bean, hot dogs are reasonably new, and a lot of plants don't have particularly new names. In fact, it's the same with footlong to an extent. I mean, if it was footlong, I'd almost expect it to be 2 words. Like, if I think of when you'd be sort of naming things, would you really name something footlong on its own like that? I mean, as I said, scientists are bizarre people who should not be allowed to name things, but that's neither here nor there. Given it's got if it's called Lacuna, maybe that's a scientific name it has, so it's a nickname, in which case my logic sort of falls flat. All of those look like they've been made in the last few years. Okay, maybe last few, stretching the word few. But... So maybe it's maybe it's what you could use the beans for?
I am going to have to press you for an answer,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, don't worry. If it's what they're used for, then if I think to the what's her name, Jack Monroe, who does all the recipes, she does a lot of hamburger-style things with beans and that sort of nature. So, if it's what they're used for rather than what they actually are scientifically called, or it's I want my escapes back, but failing that, I'll hunt at hamburger bean. Purely because it sounds like the one which it could be named for what it's used in.
Do you want to lock in C?
Just about, yeah. Lock it in.
You have locked in on C. Hamburger bean. I can tell you, Coolio went with A. Footlong bean. The game is going to end no matter what. Will you be the victor? Will Coolio be the victor? Or will the Duke Bank be the victor? What is the correct answer? You are right, it is C, hamburger bean. Let's see it reveal Coolio as wrong. Gets you an extra million. Press the magic button and there it is. Another top prize win for Dogfish. Down the Dutch rules. He's done it again. Even with a Duke point reset, he's back on top. Oh my god. See you next season, everyone. And there's still second, third place, etc. to take, but Dogfish. If we now have a look at rank 1, it does say now Dogfish with 3 million. It's still got that extra bug where it adds an extra million, so I kind of need to fix that. So unfortunately, I'm going to remove a million dudes from you here.
It's breaking my heart, and yet I'm still not as high blood pressure as I was during Time Shock.
There, your total is now correct, so you're on 2.626 million dudes after that. I'm not. It's still a lot of dudes, but yeah, you're on the right number now that it should have said. It shouldn't have given you the extra million, but hey ho. Right, well, Dogfish. Dogfish, did you think you'd actually win it?
There were so many punts in that back half that no. I mean, Dutch game is interesting because if you're completely blanking, you can just turn it down for a couple of questions, but I am never playing the Dutch game again. And I'm going to say that next season, aren't I?
You've heard it here first. He's not going to play the Dutch game ever again. Can you show the Duke screen? I can indeed show the Duke screen. So Duke's this game. Yeah, that number is obviously wrong. I've updated it since. But outside of that, Coolio with 2,500. F1,003,000 2,310, Serial Quizzer 2,310. It's not counting bonuses from bank wins. However, this one does. Car 7th with the bank win bonus, 54,480 dutes. Then it was Samster, 4,819. Diamond Ninja, 4,689. Wheelock Shapes, 4,549. Those were the totals earned on this game. In theory, at the very least. So, Dogfish, thank you very much for playing. Thank you for taking another freaking 2.5 million out of me. And that's your new target again, folks. It's the start of season 3, episode 1, and you've already got a target of 2.5 million to reach. So get grinding.
I will words again properly in a few minutes, I promise. Thank you very much for having me, as always.
No problem, Dogfish. Thank you very much for playing. Hope you've had fun, and yeah, we will catch you later.
Take care and good night.
Good night. So once again, Dogfish is Duke leader after all of that. No, Diamond Ninja, not right now. Not Uno Mas either. That is going to be it for this stream. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for having fun along here. We have a winner once again in season 6, and I'm on about 50% performance in this season so far on Ask the Host, which is about where it should be, really, 50%. Can we raid B Square Quiz? That is a good question. Can we raid B Square Quiz? I suppose we can. If they're alive and live, then I presume we can do that. They are jackboxing, so I presume we can do that. So let's do that indeed. Thank you very much, everyone. Tomorrow, Quizzy Dan is not doing his bingo, but he's probably doing some crossword solving if you're interested in that kind of thing. Let me do the correct command for that. It should be that. Go to Quizzy Dan and give him a follow if you're not already doing so. Thank you for the raid earlier as well, Quizzy Dan. Greatly appreciated. I'm back on Friday without right. It wasn't plugged earlier at all, but I am back on Friday without right. Saturday, Ben is back. Shout Mr. Royal _Flush, who's doing various things. I think it's Purge, possibly. No, Escape Artist, probably, actually. We haven't done that for a while. So, Escape Artist with some Face Off, and also the host Face Off as well, which will include Ben, Buzzer Bob, Tipster, and myself as well, locked in battle in Face Off. It is T on Saturday, so do give him a follow. Also on Tuesday he'll be around doing some quiz night classic stuff as well. Sunday, Pinnacle Larder over on Tipster's channel, just like that. Go give him a follow if you're into more traditional pub quiz style trivia. He runs his Pinnacle Larder generally 7 p.m. GMT, although there have been some changes to schedules recently, so do give him a follow and he'll be able to tell you more closer to the time whether there is an adjustment to the time, but it's normally 7 p.m. on Sundays. Matt the Ref, he is Matt the Ref is the words obviously used there, is doing Take It or Leave It, and we'll be doing a special in March as well, from what I've seen as well. So do give Matt a follow as well. And I'm back next Wednesday doing stuff. And hopefully, not the Friday coming, but Friday after, should be Relativity, depending on if I can get the game into a place to do it. That is going to be it for me. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's do the raid on B Square Quiz. 63 viewers, go and follow him, and I will see you all later on. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you later. Also, have to play this music again. It's just good music. Oh wait, where's that? Where is that? Do I have Vibing Cat? Do I have that as an emote anywhere? Oh, I don't. I should probably add that on my Frank face. Anyway, I'll see you Friday. There it is. Cat Jam. Good night, everyone. See you later. See you Friday.